Welcome to the Wood Solutions presentation on moisture content management and best practice in timber storage in the timber and wood product supply chain. Moisture content management in storage aims to maintain an appropriate moisture content in the timber and wood products held in the store. Storage best practice requires keeping the timber protected under cover away from water, wind and sun, and stacked flat with regular support and good ventilation. It also requires trained staff, established procedures for tasks, and adequately maintained facilities and equipment. To achieve best practice in storing timber and wood products, the level of control and protection during storage must balance the local climate conditions and their likely impact on the wood, the requirements of the market or application, and the timber's value and potential for loss of value due to improper storage. Generally, the harsher the local climate, that is very hot, sunny, dry or very wet and damp conditions, the more exacting the requirements imposed by the market, and the greater the potential for the timber to lose value. The higher the level of material protection and building control is warranted. Protection options in timber storage include complete enclosure with environmental control of the conditions in the building, complete enclosure in a building, and partial enclosure under an awning or roofed shed. The complete enclosure with environment control options include a storage area enclosed in an insulated building that has temperature and humidity control. These facilities provide consistent protection of high quality products in regions with harsh and aggressive climates. The complete enclosure option includes a storage area fully enclosed in a building. This limits air movement and eliminates uncontrolled sources of moisture. The level of insulation provided and the potential for ventilation in the building varies with the local climate. Partial enclosure is when the storage area is partially enclosed by a shelter with a roof, floor and ideally some walls. The level of protection provided varies with the shelter's arrangement. Partial enclosure is not suitable for long-term storage and all packs stored in partial enclosure must be wrapped.
Okay, so if I've got material and I want to store it, what are the key things that I should make sure I'm doing?
Okay. The most important thing with plywood products is to store product flat where possible. So you use 3 bearers on the ends and in the middle, and make sure it's stored flat. If it's not stored flat, it will actually bow, and what will happen is timber changes moisture content through picking up moisture from the air or losing moisture. Plywood, if it's left unrestrained or not stored flat, it will tend to bow, it'll twist and oftentimes go into a bit of a propeller shape. So store it flat with the end supported and preferably with some sort of weight on it if possible.
Alright, so for how long then can you store it like that?
Look, it can be stored like that really as forever.
Okay, so what degree of protection should be on the material when you store it, but ideally?
Ideally, look, obviously a cover sheet, stop dirt and dust and moisture affecting it. Also store it out of the light if possible. Some of the wood species do fade when they're subjected to ultraviolet light. So just sensible precautions. As I said, basically a cover sheet, and make sure you store it so it doesn't get wet.
The staff involved in best practice timber storage include those handling material receipt into the store and material handling within it. The procedures these staff members need for their tasks include procedures for the storage, practice and process feedback. They also need the right tools. These include well maintained and adequately rated lifting equipment such as forklifts, clean and undamaged support furniture such as gluts, bearers, etc., and feedback sheets and associated paperwork. When they are positioned in the store, the pack should be stored flat, supported evenly and adequately, provided with adequate ventilation, and protected from impact or other physical damage. The storage areas and any associated equipment should be inspected regularly to ensure that the required conditions are being maintained. Any leaks, ponding water or other sources of uncontrolled moisture should be repaired quickly. Damaged or broken support furniture should be also removed. In summary, moisture content management in storage aims to maintain an appropriate moisture content in the timber and wood products packed within the store. Storage best practice requires keeping the timber protected, under cover and stacked flat with regular support and good ventilation. Protection options include complete enclosure with an environmental control, complete enclosure and partial enclosure. Generally, the harsher the local climate, the more exacting the market and the greater potential value loss for the timber. And the higher level of control and protection is warranted.